if you give it a bad prompt, it's going to give you a bad result. So a lot of people will go to ChatGPT and ask it to do something, and they're like, it's generic, it's not really that good. They don't know how to prompt, so they think they have to be a prompt engineer, and that's not true when you know how to get around that. Clean up this prompt, and then now it's just everything there. If you follow that workflow, that anybody can get a great result out of using AI and ChatGPT. They just need to know how to do that process.
I don't even think people understand how much you basically can do.
The times that we're in right now, like, don't just say, I don't want to get left behind. Say, I want to leap in front of everybody else and really use AI to, come on, boom, leapfrog and keep going.
It has to work or it has to work.
And I just want to go ahead and take a minute and thank our sponsors, right? Brought to you by our agency, Circle of Greatness Agency, where we partner with coaches, consultants, course creators, and online business owners just like yourself, and we help you scale. We've been behind the scenes of some of your biggest digital brands, some of your biggest digital coaches. We now inject our proprietary digital system behind them to help them grow. So if you're looking at this, you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're a course creator, you are looking to have a webinar, you're looking to grow your income, you're looking to become a better speaker, our agency can help you in various ways. So if you're looking for a partner, if you're looking to learn more, if you're looking to see how we can help, go to www.partnerwithneo.com right now so you can learn more. And without further ado, get ready for the most impactful, most enlightening episode that you have ever experienced.
Welcome to Circle of Greatness. I'm your host, Nehemiah Davis, and today we got a very special episode. First, we got a live audience in the building. Make some noise, y'all. They are here because they're about to witness the Queen of AI come back on set to deliver a masterful way that you can continue to leverage AI. Like, so many people, like, she's on every month. She has to be, because AI is changing so much. And if we're not a part of the change, it is possible that we'll be left, and we're not okay with being left. So without further ado, I got to bring back the Queen of AI, Alicia Lyttle, back to the stage. What's up, my sister? How you
Thank
feeling
you. I'm
today?
excited to be here today.
Thank you so much for being here today. Man, so let's get to it. I know every episode we're always talking about new things, but one thing I want to talk about, because you just did this offline for me, a lot of things are built on top of ChatGPT,
That's
right?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things built on top of it, but there's so many people who are not using this to what the settings aren't right, how to do a GPT. Now, it's so many things I feel like still need to be taught about GPT. So let's do a deep dive on ChatGPT to start.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. And so now that we're here on ChatGPT, one of the things that I want to pay attention to, and just for the studio audience, I'm going to mirror our screen properly. So just give me 1 second to do that. And let's extend that display up there for them. And okay, stop extending. Let me make sure I've got the right one. Of course, this was working right before, but see if we can do that. Nope, I'm not sure about that TV. Do you want to just turn that off, Dom, maybe? Okay, all right. So one of the things that I want to tell you, so let's do ChatGPT settings. So inside of ChatGPT, if we're going to click here and we click on our settings, inside of the settings, we need to make sure that we've got the settings correct for us. So the first thing is to click on security in ChatGPT and make sure you have multi-factor authentication on. And this is what I was telling you about, like, the Google Authenticator is a good tool to have that multi-factor authentication with. And so the reason that you want this on is to protect your account from bad people trying to get into your account. So that's that two-factor authentication. So that's the first thing to do. And then the second is data controls. And where it says improve the model for everyone, this is where you want to turn it off. So if you turn this off, then now ChatGPT is not sharing the content. Do you want to just start over? Should we just start?
We're good.
Okay. So let me just start that part
We'll
over
pause
for
for a second,
editing.
make sure we're good.
So hang on 1 second. I don't know why the screen mirroring.
Let's try and see if you get it working.
Yeah.
And side note, this is why Alicia say, you don't just go up on the stage and think fix all of this, and it was fixed, but
It was.
things happen.
It was. Yeah.
But one thing I want to know, and I mean, she does a good job at it, that just prepare your mind not to take that, don't allow that to take you out the game. Because it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen.
Right.
So you got to
keeps
mental, like
coming
she's
off.
very good at it. I'm throwing off the game already. I'm like, hold on. TV ain't working. I'm for real. Like, when I start speaking, I got a one-track mind. Don't talk to me. Don't let nothing be messed up. So I'm just saying, I didn't get there yet, but maybe y'all start working to get there. So when it happens, it's like, oh, that's just a quick fix.
Let me ask you a question. Hey, Dom, once I started the QuickTime player, it stopped doing, would that affect it? Right. It won't do QuickTime player to record
But we need the
screen
QuickTime,
and
though.
So, okay, that's what the problem is. Say it again? Okay. Okay. All right. Because I'm like, it was working, and so I stopped the extending, and then okay. So let me then screen mirroring. I'm going to stop it. Stage manager. All right. Perfect. And I'm going to get back to where we were then.
You want me to bring it from the top? Meaning
Yeah. Let me just start the QuickTime again because I just ended that. You tell us from editing.
What I'll do is, I don't want to do the intro over again. Let me go right after I intro her. Let me go from there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do that part. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay,
Okay,
cool.
you can't see the TV. Okay, hang on 1 second. No, record entire screen. Recording. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is not our first rodeo, so.
All right, Dom, it is QuickTime is recording now.
So I'm excited that you're back. I mean,
Yes, thank you.
it's always an honor. I really want to go over like as many things as we can go over with the time that you've given us today.
Okay.
But one thing I think is still so important, a lot of things that I see with AI is built on ChatGPT.
Yes.
Right. So I think there's just still I think it's being underutilized. Like, I don't think people really know the full power that it has, from the custom GPTs to the voice stuff you do. It's so much that I feel like people still need to know. So I want to kind of do like a little deep dive on GPTs. I know we were just talking about my security settings not fully being right. So let's talk about that. Everybody needs to know that. So let's get into GPT.
Yeah, and I will say that you're completely right. A lot of people are using ChatGPT, but they're not maximizing it. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll go to ChatGPT settings to make sure that everybody's settings are correct. So on your ChatGPT account, you're going to click on settings and then security. And this is what I was telling you about, that multi-factor authentication. Yep. So this gives you that two-factor authentication. So if somebody tries to log into your ChatGPT account, they'd have to have your authenticator code, which they don't have. And I recommend Google Authenticator. So when you turn this on, the blue button will be on, and then it's going to walk you through the authentication process. Takes a few minutes, but it's really, really important because you're creating amazing things in your ChatGPT account. So the next thing is data controls. And a lot of people don't know this, but right at the top where it says improve the model for everyone, it's defaulted to on. And most people are worried just about their data and their information being used to train the model. So being kept up in ChatGPT and used to train the model. So you need to turn this off. There's only a few cases where you would want to leave it on, and that's when you want to train the model, like you're talking to ChatGPT about how amazing you are and how amazing your business is, so you want it to learn that. But otherwise, turn it off. And then ChatGPT has some other things like schedules, and we can talk about that later, but connectors is fairly new and it's exciting. So once you have your security settings set, do that first. you can choose to connect your different accounts to ChatGPT. So in this case, I've connected my Canva, my Dropbox, my Gmail, my Google Calendar, my Google Drive, my Notion docs.
Wow.
And so we can go over some use cases of this, but this helps me turn ChatGPT into my assistant. So I can tell ChatGPT, go check my email, and then anything that I'm missing to schedule on my calendar, ask me about it, then schedule it on my calendar. It'll check my email, schedule it on my calendar, do all this kind of stuff.
You know what I just put on Threads today?
What?
I'm looking for an executive assistant.
I
don't
will
got
give you
this
one.
done. I promise you, I just put it up.
Right.
Okay.
And so we'll go into some of those use cases because they're really cool. And then the next thing is personalization. So you should turn this on, and this screen has changed recently, but click on enable personalization. And this is about how you and ChatGPT are responding to each other. Like, how are you working with each other? So ChatGPT's personality, you can change the personality right here. But this is the important part, is the custom instructions where you give it your voice. So what is your style and tone? How do you talk? And then if you give that to ChatGPT here, like you can see in mine, it says I use terms like let's and think about, and I start everything off with hey, hey. And so now it's using that for everything that it writes for me. And I can turn that off, but I definitely want to tell ChatGPT how to talk, basically, how to write. And then in the about you, put your name, put your occupation. Where it says more about you, ChatGPT says, well, tell me your hobbies and that sort of thing. No, put your best bio there. And if you don't have a bio written, go to ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, I need a bio about me. Ask me 10 questions about myself to write the most compelling bio you can. And so then
That's considered a prompt, right?
It's considered a prompt,
Can
right?
we go over that later too?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll talk more about prompting. So ChatGPT will help you to write your bio. So it'll ask you questions and then boom, write your bio for you. And then ChatGPT has recently improved its memory function here. So when you have memory on, and I'll show you an example, but when you have memory on, now ChatGPT remembers things that you've been doing and things that it's been working on with you so that it can recall that memory. And that can be so valuable when you know how to use it.
That's good.
And so you can also manage that memory. If you click here on the manage button, it allows you to say like, oh, keep this memory, delete that memory. So you can go through there to see what you want kept and deleted. And if you ever get an error from ChatGPT saying it can't perform a task for you because the memory is full, people are like, where's the memory? This is where you would click manage and delete memories, right? And you can turn this on and off. So if you want to work with ChatGPT and you don't want it to remember anything, about you, or you don't want it to save memories when you're working on something, you can toggle it on and off. And then the last thing that I want to show you is if we go back to just the general section here, one of the things that I love is the advanced voice mode on ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has these different voices, and this is what we call conversational AI with ChatGPT. So we can pick these different voices. I'm going to play a few for you. So, right, you can hear these different voices that ChatGPT has. So pick a different accent. I love soul as a woman.
Feel free to ask me about anything.
And
fire.
spruce, right?
I'm ready to go.
And they've gotten better. The voices have gotten better. They were really robotic before, but this is my favorite, spruce right here,
Let's figure out where to start.
So
Yeah, I like spruce too.
he likes Spruce. Got these great voices. So that's the basis of your
Spruce is homie
ChatGPT.
mode.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I call Spruce Tyrone, by the way, but it's got all these different things.
Tyrone.
What'd they say? Yeah.
And, schedules is something that we'll talk about here. So I won't reveal it,
Okay.
but we'll come back and talk about that. So now if we just dig into ChatGPT here, we're in ChatGPT. And this box that says ask anything is where you're going to ask ChatGPT something. But a lot of people are like, well, I don't know how to prompt. So they don't even want to use ChatGPT.
Break down what is a prompt.
Yeah.
Just so we understand.
So a prompt is the instructions that you're giving ChatGPT or any AI tool on what you want it to do. But we always say like garbage in, garbage out. If you give it a bad prompt, it's going to give you a bad result. So a lot of people will go to ChatGPT and ask it to do something, and they're like, it's generic. It's not really that good. And they don't know how to prompt. So they think they have to be a prompt engineer or prompt really well in order to work with ChatGPT. And that's not true when you know how to get around that. So it is, there's so much to be said about prompting well. But if you don't know how to prompt well, we can break it down and give an example if you're ready for it.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Y'all ready?
So the first step that I like to do is what I call the brain dump.
Yep.
So you're just telling ChatGPT what you want. So ChatGPT, if we look over on the far right, this is the dictate button right here. And if we press this dictate button, we can just talk to it and just tell it what we want.
Okay.
So blah, blah, this is what I want. And we don't have to be clear about it. It doesn't have to be in any sort of format. It just really is a brain dump. Do you want to try it? Do you have an idea of something you'd like ChatGPT to do for you?
I got a good idea.
So press the dictate button and then just talk to ChatGPT.
All right. So I am interested in hiring an executive assistant that understands AI, that could just be with me daily and just make my schedule the most dialed in schedule, but be the most efficient person ever. So can you write me like a job description? They need to live in Atlanta, Georgia, or will relocate. It's a full-time role. Gotta understand AI, and you had to be an assistant before. Can you write me a compelling job description of why somebody should want to work with me? I don't know. So.
Okay, push the check mark. Yeah. So what it's done is it's just it's transcribing everything that you just said.
Okay.
So a lot of times I don't like to type. I just like to talk.
Oh,
and so
same.
Look at that.
I'm voice note king.
I do know that.
Yeah.
And so now this was just your brain dump, and it started off with all right.
All right.
So now what we do is we go to the beginning of this, and I tell ChatGPT, clean up this prompt for ChatGPT for clarity and impact, right? And then I put a colon after it. And then now it's just everything there. And so now we're going to press go. So ChatGPT can create the prompt for ChatGPT. So now it says, got it. Here's a tightened up, clear, and impactful version of your prompt. And so sometimes when I read this, I was like, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah. So write a compelling job description for a full-time assistant based in or willing to locate. The assistant will be, the job description should. See how it just really polishes it up?
Yep.
So now you can copy and paste this into ChatGPT and open up a new window.
Yep.
Or if you want to take it to the next level, we can actually say here, okay, turn this into a mega prompt, like just a huge prompt, mega prompt. And what ChatGPT does is it will actually take that and just take it to another level. So it's going to write an even bigger prompt. So now
mega means just enhance it.
Enhance
again,
it, right? You
amplify
could
it.
use the word enhance, but mega is more fun.
Gotcha.
So it
Mega.
says, mega. You're an expert HR recruiter and copywriter. So did you see how it changed it from write a compelling job description?
That's different.
Yeah, to now it says, come on,
HR
you are
recruiter and copywriter. That's crazy. Your job is to craft a compelling, professional, inspiring job description that will attract top tier talent. That is fire.
right. And then says role to hire for, and then requirements, and what I want in the job description. You didn't even know you wanted half of these in the job description, right?
Yeah.
But it writes it good. And then
Because I still don't know. I'm like, yo, I want an executive assistant. I'm like, I don't even know what they do.
Right,
But
right.
I'm just make my life easier. Be with me every day. Just make sure
So look
everything's
at
done.
the responsibilities. Clear bullet points on day-to-day duties, calendar
Yes.
management, travel,
Thank you.
communication, coordination, AI-assisted workflow optimization.
Thank you.
That sounds really good,
Yeah,
right?
send that to me. Add that to my LinkedIn.
Right? Qualifications, clear list of must-haves and nice-to-haves, why someone should want this job, growth potential, exposure to cutting-edge AI projects, ability to make major impact, opportunity to work in a fast-paced, innovative environment.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted to say.
Yeah.
Tone, professional, inspiring. So it just took it to the next level. So now, and then it says the deliverable for ChatGPT would be a polished job description that can be posted on LinkedIn, Indeed, or sent to recruiters. Use clear formatting with headers, bullet points, and strong copywriting that inspires actions. So what we did here is we started off with your brain dump, and then we cleaned it up for clarity, and then we took that and turned it into a mega prompt, and boom, you have your prompt for ChatGPT. So now we're actually going to copy this prompt. So this is the hardest part, is the copy. Open up a new chat, and then you just paste it in the chat. and then you press go. And now our amazing prompt is writing the job description for your executive assistant. So here's your job description being written out.
Yep.
Very clean
I no
and
longer
clear.
need my recruiter.
And so if you think about it too, like the amount of time you just saved by not having to call the
it took
recruiter,
a week.
right, to get this job
I got
description
to email them. Will you? Hopefully they'll respond back now on Monday. And
right.
this post is up already.
The post is up already. So now you've got everything that you need here. So the other thing that I do at the end, ChatGPT will ask you, do you want me to create a shorter LinkedIn version? You can say yes and get that. But what I like to do at this point is I would say, okay, please review this job description. And is there anything else you need to know about me or about the role in order to really make this job description compelling so I can get the best candidate? Then you press go. And so what it's doing now is that it's going to analyze the work that it did. So ChatGPT usually won't say, wait a minute, if you give me more details, I can make an even better job description. But now it's saying, here's how we can strengthen it. A compelling intro, clear structure, strong positioning, mix the tone up, and then areas that could even make it more compelling, your leadership style, work environment. So it's got all of this. And then it's saying, here's what I need to know from you. And so you answer those questions, and then you've got an even better draft of the thing. So because ChatGPT knows a lot about me, I'm going to hypothetically say this is for me. And I'm going to say, based on what you know about me, Alicia Lyttle, the queen of AI, could you answer all those questions, do the best that you can, and then rewrite the post for me? Thank you so much. The job description. So I'm not even going to answer this, but I recommend that you answer it, right? But just for time, or just say, okay, based on what you know about me, answer this.
And because memory is on, to just go back to the memory.
Let me give you a round of applause for that. Yeah, Neo.
I'm getting smart.
If I had a gold star, you would have it right now.
Let's go.
But it says you move at warp speed, so it's, filling in the blanks for me. So the first thing it's doing is it's going back and answering the questions it asked me. And you can see it's answering those questions. And then look at this. This is not a 9-to-5 role. They'll need to be flexed around your speaking engagements, global calls, and events. Some evening, weekends, and travel would be required, especially for now. So it knows a lot. And it's going.
We similar then.
We are.
Oh, I'm thinking that was for me. That was for you.
Me, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So now look at this.
Her schedule crazier than mine traveling. So
look at this. It says, do you thrive in a fast-paced, high-energy environment? See how much better it is now? And it's like, this is your chance to work alongside Alicia Lyttle, the queen of AI. And then it hypes me up a little bit here. This isn't just an executive assistant role. This is your backstage pass to global stages, high-level strategy sessions, and cutting-edge AI projects that are shaping the future of business. Does that sound better as an intro?
Let me ask you this, though. When you done later, I need you to reverse this, put my info in here, because they about to get this work. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and so ChatGPT, because it has its memory function on, like what you said, can now do so much work for you the more you work with it. And Claude.ai has this now as well. But the more you work with it, the more it's going to pull out. So key responsibilities. Now you see how it's personalized it. Keep Alicia's calendar precise. Handle logistics for speaking tour summits. It knows that I do these summits all the time, right? And high profile events. Leverage AI tools. It knows my favorite AI tool. So now it's just making all this so much better. Must-haves, nice-to-haves, why you'll love this job. And so there we go, how to apply. So isn't that great?
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is fire.
So the whole point of this was to show people, we started off with a brain dump, got to a good prompt, and then when it gave us the result, we optimized that result even more, saying what do you need to know about me to make it even better? And then fed it what it needed to know about us to have an amazing end result. So this goes to show that, anyone, if you follow that style of what we just did, if you follow that workflow, that anybody can get a great result out of using AI and ChatGPT. They just need to know how to do that process.
I don't even think people understand how much you basically can do.
Yeah.
A little hack for me. I mean, I'm sure this may not be of great, but I'm heavy voice note guy. So because for me to sit down and type it, so I'll go on otter.ai.
Yeah.
I almost need a sponsorship, right? That was
Right.
this is no promotion. So if y'all want to send me some money, I'll take it. But anyway, I go to otter.ai for me. And I don't know, there may be a workaround, but when I talk into chat, it don't save the audio. So what I do for my team is listen to the audio, and then I now take the audio that I did, I upload it in ChatGPT, and I say organize
Or
this or
clean
do
it
it.
up.
So now I want you to read it and listen to it, so you're not missing anything. So that's just something I've been doing.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. So let's deep a little. Are we good with this? You feel like you're a master prompter now? Give yourself a round of applause.
Okay,
you know. Good process though, right? So it'll help get you where you need to go. Now what I want to do is talk a little bit more about the memory function and then move into your assistant, the ChatGPT assistant, right? So this executive assistant is about to be, for you, you're going to have an AI executive assistant, and then you'll have your human executive assistant who needs to know how to do exactly. So send them this episode. So they need to know exactly how to do
let me say this, though. If you're an assistant, you actually need to be watching this to make your job better for whoever you work with.
Correct.
Right,
because you're more,
and maybe
you're more
all
efficient.
virtual assistants need to be doing.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, every virtual assistant on my team, they're about to watch this training. For sure.
And so we're going to do two things with this, but this is the based on what you know about me. So I'm going to say, based on what you know about me, what would be a great title for an event I should host for women business owners? So this is it getting into what it knows about me to really dig deep and give me some ideas. Because sometimes I'm stuck on the ideas. I just need some help. So now my assistant, and this is something that I might ask the assistant that's sitting across from me, hey, based on the stuff I've done in the past, give me some ideas on what I should talk about. But here we go with She Wins with AI, Unlocking the Future of Business, the AI Edge for Women Entrepreneurs. So it's just giving some really great ideas for me based on what it knows about me. And then I love how it says, if I had to pick one that perfectly balances with your brand, She Wins with AI, the future is hers. Yeah. So it's giving me a title right here. And then it says, do you want me to spin up matching taglines and session themes? Oh yeah, give me the matching taglines and session theme ideas. And the thing is, as ChatGPT gives you something, you just keep digging deeper. All right, until we've got the whole presentation outline, what I'm going to say slide by slide, everything can be done here. So now it's giving me the event title, matching taglines, a session theme ideas, and then it can do everything for me that I want. So this is how we're moving at the speed of AI, is by AI knows ChatGPT knows so much about me. Help me to create this session right here. So another example would be, based on what you know about me, give me 10 blog title ideas around my focus of interest. So now, based on what it knows about me, it can do that. So now it's saying, okay, your brand and focus makes for some juicy blog topics. By the way, ChatGPT is always very complimenting. If you're having a bad day, be like, tell me what you think about me, and it'll be like, you're amazing. You're amazing. So it's like, okay.
My therapist.
So it's coming back here and giving a whole bunch of things that it knows that I've done. So you can see that it pulls in women a lot, because I do a lot for women. I teach a lot of side hustles to 7 figures. It's pulling in that a lot. The Great Equalizer, I talk about minority entrepreneurs a lot. So it's pulling in what it knows about me to create these titles here. But we're going to dig a little bit deeper now. So let's go back to this prompt here that says, based on what you know about me, what would be a great title for an event that I should host for women entrepreneurs? So we're going to dig deeper than based on what you know about me, and I'm going to change this prompt up. But I'm going to tell ChatGPT to actually go search my Google Drive for past presentations that I've done, and now give me a new presentation that I could do. So I'm going to turn on agent mode right here. And then I'm going to say, I'll just delete this whole prompt.
What's agent mode? Is this how you basically get an agent?
Yeah, this is, you think of
it's like
agent.
Employee?
You think of agent mode like this is your executive assistant now that has access to, so if you remember in settings, we went to connectors and we connected our Gmail or, all this stuff that your executive assistant would have access to. So now ChatGPT, we're going to turn on agent mode and turn it into our executive assistant to do work for us. All right. So we're going to go to agent mode here on ChatGPT. And what I'm going to ask ChatGPT here for is, let's go back and see what the title was that ChatGPT, She Wins with AI, the future is here. Okay. So I will be doing a presentation called She Wins with AI, The Future is Hers. And I would like for you to go into my Google Drive and look at past presentations that I've done around this topic so that I don't have to create from scratch. So look at past presentations, past documents I have, help me outline the whole session, and pull me back to the presentations that I've done in the past. So we're going to press go on this. This is going to take a little bit of time to pull together, but you see how it highlighted Google Drive right there? Oh. So right next to agent mode, it shows me in my drop down, and you do have to have a $20 a month account to do this. Yep. It shows me all the things I'm connected to, and this last one here is my Google Drive, which is what I'm asking it to do. So when it highlighted that Google Drive, it's like, boom, we're going to go check out your Google Drive to see what you're doing. So it's actually going to go into my Google Drive, and it's going to go look at the presentations that I've done in the past, and then it's going to see how it's looking for my Google Drive. It's in my Google Drive, checking the results.
It says reading Google Drive up there.
Right, searching Google Drive. You can actually see it going through some of my documents here. And so now it's going to pull out. So sometimes I have so many presentations, I keep them all on my Google Drive, and I use this to say, I don't have to start from scratch. This is the topic the client wants, and I can now go in my Google Drive and pull all that together.
Powerful.
So this is what we call agent mode. See, the future is female. Oh, I forgot. That was like last year. I forgot that I did that. So the one thing I love about it is that you can also see, this is just called like the chain of thought and what it's doing. You can see what it's doing and read what it's saying to you at the same time. I'll fetch the first presentation titled AI Agents Are the Future of Work, Women Who AI, to examine it. So it's examining all these presentations at the same time, and the end result will be that it will outline my new presentation for me and then tag all of the presentations in my Google Drive that I should use in order to create this new presentation. So now we're talking about like productivity and efficiency, and
it's different.
It's different. So while it does that, I have some other examples to show you. Ready to see some other examples?
Yep.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right. So I love this one right here because LinkedIn is, it's really important to me to stay active on LinkedIn. Yeah. So the next 3 examples I have are all LinkedIn examples. But I will admit that sometimes LinkedIn can get overwhelming, or I'm not keeping up with it well. I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm not keeping up with it well.
I'm not keeping up with it at all.
Okay,
so I gotta get on it.
Now you are.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you how to turn ChatGPT into your LinkedIn assistant. So it says, analyze my last 10 LinkedIn posts, rank them by engagement, and identify 3 patterns I should repeat. So I'm saying, I've done work on LinkedIn, but tell me which ones are doing the best so that I can repeat success. Right, here's my LinkedIn. So now it's going to go analyze my LinkedIn, and we're going to let it do this and come back to it. All right. The next example I have for you is read the last 20 messages in my LinkedIn inbox, categorize each by spam, networking, or opportunity. Summarize in a table with columns, the sender, the category, the summary, suggested reply, and highlight the ones I should prioritize by responding now. I know that I'm personally missing opportunities in LinkedIn if I'm not getting into my inbox. So I just want you to tell me, great assistant, tell me what opportunities that I'm missing.
I don't need an assistant no more. I just use this.
So now we're going to do that one. So we'll let it do that. And so look at all my tabs that are open at the same time. So if you see, it's doing this work at the same time. It's doing this work at the same time. Now it's doing this work at the same time. So you can actually open multiple tabs in ChatGPT and just have it do a bunch of assignments at the same time. Go get your coffee, come back, and check that all your assignments are done.
Crazy.
So let it do my LinkedIn inbox. And then now this one, read the top 5 posts in my LinkedIn feed. Draft thoughtful comments in my voice. Pause before posting so I can approve. And so we'll let this one go as well. The reason that I do pause before posting so that I can approve is because LinkedIn and a lot of these sites, Instagram as well, like they don't like bots working on it, and it can come off as a bot if it's just doing it all itself and really quickly. So now it's looking at my LinkedIn. One thing about LinkedIn is that you see it's in my inbox right now in LinkedIn, is that in order for it to get into my inbox, I actually have to give it permission. So there will be a point, I've already logged into my LinkedIn, but there will be a point where it will say log into your LinkedIn, and I've already done that as well. So, all right, it's still going through my Google Drive to do my presentation. It is going through my analysis. So I've already pulled this up. I will show you this analysis in a minute. So I've done the work already so that I can just show you real quick. Okay. So here it is. Analyze my last 10 LinkedIn posts, rate them by engagement, and identify 3 patterns I should repeat. So here's my LinkedIn profile, and it went through my last post. And so it's showing me the posts that have done the best by engagement. So this one, AI Fuel Profits live event in Atlanta, you announced it, and then it's showing me what my engagement is right here, okay? And then I can get to the post on LinkedIn. And then it's showing me, so now I know what people are responding to, and I can go back and just research why these posts did so well. But look at this. Now it's even making its analysis of those top posts.
Wow.
So normally you'd have to go, okay, let's look at it. But it's like patterns to keep using, energetic and storytelling. Posts where you speak directly to your audience, sharing a personal milestone and conveying excitement, our largest event ever. So that was the one that's been working the best. That's the one that worked the best. Users use that friendly hey greeting, visual rich content with clear call to actions. The top performing posts, like it's analyzing my top performing posts.
Wow.
You know, right? Community recognition. And when I, like the women to watch posts. So people like it when I post something that I've been recognized for. So this is pretty good, right? You've got this done. Something you might ask your assistant to do so you can be better on LinkedIn. So the next one was read the top 5 posts on my LinkedIn feed, draft thoughtful comments in my voice, pause before posting. So we look right here, we can see that I did this before just to save time, that it worked for 7 minutes to get me the result. So you can see, this is after the fact, you can actually see what it did. So here's from start to finish, and it just shows you everything that it's doing right here. So it's actually gone through, found the top performing posts, and it's writing comments to them. So it's read the post, and you can see how it's reading the post, and then it's posting comments on the post for me. But it is not going to post them until I approve. So here it is right here, just reviewing the post, and you can see that it's looking one. So it's like, all right. So then it comes back and it drafts the comments. Look, that's it. It actually wrote that comment there on his post for me.
Wow.
So now see that comment right there? I sound so good too. I read it. So now it said, here are the drafted comments for the top 5 posts in your LinkedIn feed. They're currently saved in the comments box and not yet posted. Just let me know which ones you'd like to publish. So I can change any of these. I could say make them shorter, make them however I want them to be. And I could even say in my prompt, when you write them, make it short. I don't want more than 2 lines, or make it bullet points, or use a lot of emojis, or use no emoji. So, that's up to the user how they want it to be. So here's all the comments here. But I said, all right, I'm ready to post Grantly's, a comment on Grantly. So ChatGPT will come back. It worked for 1 minute, and it scrolled down till it found the comment that it wrote for Grantly, and then it actually published that comment for me.
What does take over mean? Does that mean?
So take over means that I can take over the screen and actually log. So I can take over the screen and actually log in, and then it would log me into my LinkedIn so that I can change anything here. Wow. And it's like, so this is what we call human in the loop. So with ChatGPT agents, which is we're in agent mode right now, I can actually say, wait, I'm going to take over the screen and stop you from working. And then when I'm done, I press this button that says finish controlling, and it turns it back over to ChatGPT.
Let me ask you, what I'm saying now is this, you told me about this was maybe 4 to 6 months ago. They had operator. Is this basically how equivalent to what operator is?
Yeah. So operator is being phased out now, and they're just using agents
for
right?
$20 a month.
For $20,
Because operator was like $200 a month.
I bought the $200 a month account.
Yeah.
But agents, I find it to be even better than operator because. And so operator was the version that they had that they first came out with, which is now upgraded to agents. And it's better because agents has here natively in ChatGPT has all these connectors.
Yeah.
But LinkedIn is not on the list of those connectors. So it's actually going to LinkedIn. So for example, it goes to Delta and books my Delta plane ticket. But I have to click that takeover button and log into Delta, and then it finishes getting my plane ticket. And then it will ask me at the end, you sure you want to buy this plane ticket? And I push, yes, buy it. And it will buy the plane ticket for me.
It's crazy.
So it's doing a lot of different work. So you start to think about the different things that it could do for you. Even, let's go to the next example. So if we look at this example here, this post was about checking my LinkedIn account and organizing the last 20 messages that came in. So if we look at these last 20 messages, we can see there's an opportunity. Somebody's interested in my AI consulting guidance. Somebody wants to schedule a collaboration meeting. Somebody's
TED
following
Talk.
up.
Crazy.
A TED Talk, right?
Yeah.
Invites me to a TED Talk, wants to discuss events in Canada. I actually had to follow up with this one after I saw ChatGPT. I was like, I couldn't believe I missed that one. Opportunity, interested in your AI program. So I'm getting these inbox messages, but it's organizing it by opportunity, and then sales pitch and spam. Like you can see these spam, expensive magazine feature with a fee, spam, sales pitch, spam, low priority, greetings, and then feedback. And the thing that it does here at the bottom is it actually tells me how to handle them. So it's like, here's how to handle your opportunity. Respond thoroughly, da-da-da. Maxine asked for advice on pivoting into AI consultant, share some resources, and invite her to your AI conference. Like, it's giving me advice. And it's doing that based on what it knows about me. It's like, Alicia, you have an AI conference. She wants this. Invite her to your AI conference.
How do people register for your monthly summit? Let people know.
Yeah. So AI Marketing Summit 2025.com is my monthly AI summit. So anybody can register for it. And
you're going to learn
I'm
all
tell
of this
Maxine
stuff.
to register for it.
Yeah.
So every month
No-brainer.
I do the latest in AI and how you can really leverage it.
It's so crazy that every month you get to come back and share stuff that is new. Like, I'm like, when do you run out? I guess
You'll
you
never
can't.
run out.
Right. It's crazy.
You'll never run out.
Yeah.
There's always something new, but there's also new ways to use what we already have.
Yeah.
And so as we continue to deep dive into how can you truly leverage AI, there's so many different ways. I mean, there's so many different ways to do that. And so Allison wants to meet, send a link to schedule a call, suggest dates. All these people either want to learn more or collaborate. So reach out with your availability, answer questions, share relevant links, sales pitches. You can politely decline or ignore them. So it's telling me those: spam, low priority, networking, and feedback. And then it's telling me what to prioritize. You might want to prioritize these over general networking messages. And then it tells me, think about where your focus is right now. So now ChatGPT is giving me some advice.
Yeah.
Speaking, gigs, partnerships, and allocate your response energy accordingly. Let me know if you'd like help drafting replies or setting up follow-up meetings. So I will say, yes, for all the opportunities, please draft up a personal reply and really make it, the tone of it mine, but make it personal. And thanks. And so now it will draft up replies to all the opportunities for me. And I can either have it do it for me in agent mode, or I can just copy and paste the replies back into LinkedIn. But now I know that I can have it take some time, like ChatGPT, you go and tell me what are opportunities in spam. It just makes it more efficient for me. Or this is what your assistant needs to know how to do, so your assistant can then get through your LinkedIn
So with the
inbox
Google, I
faster.
could say go delete all spam emails with the agent mode.
With agent mode, you can, but I would tell it to go find the spam ones and show you, like, have a clear vision of what the spam is.
Okay.
Just because that puts you in the loop a little bit to say, yes, I don't like these.
Got it.
And then you can even tell it, find the spam ones and show me how to unsubscribe from them. And it will take you right to the place in that email that you can unsubscribe from all of those. So you can do something like that. So, so it will continue and it will do this for me. So now it can respond to all of those.
So you
things
just
for me.
showed us agent mode. I mean, I feel like you just showed me like 5 different things. How to become a recruiter.
Prompting,
how to prompting, perfection,
settings.
mega prompts.
Yeah.
How to respond to LinkedIn like a social media manager. It's crazy.
Can we do one more thing at least?
I'm down. Y'all down with that? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
So one of the things,
And really quick, if y'all here, y'all probably like, who's the studio audience? So we're in here with some amazing AI consultants. Make some noise, y'all. Man, and they are all in Alicia's amazing program where she shows everyday people like me, like you, how to become a certified AI consultant. You go to becomeanaiconsultant.com to learn more. But more importantly, like this is the biggest opportunity I believe right now. Like I believe you said LinkedIn is rating
Number 2. It's
number
like the number
2
2 job or opportunity out of all of them. Like
out of
crazy.
all the job opportunities in the world, this is number 2. This to me says this is something you should get on before it's too late. But anyhow, let's keep teaching me.
So I love advanced voice mode here in ChatGPT. And if you remember when we went to the settings, you're going to pull it up on your phone.
Yep, I want to make sure.
You can do this on your phone, definitely. And we set this up in our settings. I'm going to go back and show you just to make sure. Yep, that's advanced voice mode there.
Perfect.
So you're going to go into your settings and in under general where it said voices, remember we picked Spruce as the voice. This is where you can now pick your voice. On your mobile phone, you're just going to see voice, and that's where you can pick. You go to settings, and then you'll just see voice, and you can pick the voice in there. And so now you can use this voice to help you with so many things in your life and in your business. So this is what we call conversational AI, and we can just have a conversation with it. But the capabilities of it and the use cases of how you can use it have just blows my mind all the time. So if we press voice mode, one of the things that I like to tell entrepreneurs is that they need to have an amazing podcast. And so you can use ChatGPT to be your podcast co-host. So when I talk about podcasts, and thank you for always having me on your podcast and all the podcasts
people keep
you refer
asking
me to.
for you.
If you want me to come back, comment in the chat that you want me back. So he'll bring me back next month. But a lot of people will say, well, I don't have a co-host, or I want to practice a podcast interview first. And, this could be practice for so many things. But we're going to do this as an example, and you can just use any screen recording software, QuickTime Player, Loom.com, or even Zoom in a free account to record your screen, pull out the audio, and you have an audio podcast right now doing this, right? Or you could do a video podcast. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the voice feature here to turn ChatGPT into my podcast co-host, and then we're going to have a conversation, right? So the only thing I will tell people is that it really picks up on sound really well, so you have to be in a quiet environment. Otherwise, it will pick up on everything. Okay. So, just make sure you're doing it in a quiet environment. So let's go ahead and try it. Hey, it's Alicia, and I would like for you to be my podcast co-host. I would like for your name to be Tyrone, and let's call our podcast AI is Amazing. I would like for you to start off by introducing the podcast, introducing me, and introducing you as the podcasters. And then I would like for you to ask me a question. I'll answer it. And then you ask me another question. So you're always asking me questions, but I might ask you questions as well. So I'm going to ask you if you understand, respond to that, and then pause for a minute. And then let's do a start with you introducing the podcast.
Absolutely, Alicia. I got you loud and clear. So we're going to have some fun with this. I'll step into my Tyrone shoes, introduce us both, and then we'll jump into a nice back and forth chat. But hold up, we'll keep it super conversational, and I'll just keep throwing you questions to keep the convo flowing. So whenever you're ready, let's dive right in.
All right, I'm ready, Tyrone. Let's go.
Hey, welcome everyone to the very first episode of AI is Amazing. I'm Tyrone, your friendly co-host, and I'm super excited to be here. And of course, I have the one and only Alicia Lyttle with me, the queen of AI herself. We're here to chat all things artificial intelligence, and we're going to keep it super friendly, like you're just hanging out with friends. So Alicia, let's kick this off. Tell us what got you into AI in the first place.
Yeah, so I got into AI when I was speaking at this event, and the speaker in front of me, he was 15 years old, and he told the audience about how an AI tool beat the nation's best Jeopardy champions in a game of Jeopardy. I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. And after that, I was like, what is this AI thing? And I really got excited about AI.
I love that story. I mean, it's so cool how sometimes it just takes one moment, right? Like you're just sitting there and boom, you hear something that lights that spark. But hold up. Let's think about this for a second. It's amazing how a 15-year-old can drop a fact like that and totally change your trajectory. So let's keep the ball rolling. Now that you're deep into the AI world, What's one thing that still amazes you every day about working in it?
It's just the different things that we can do to leverage AI to really win at this time. And I want to ask you a question first, Tyrone. And I want to ask you, like, why do you think that people should go all in on AI?
Oh, great question. And I love that you flipped it on me. So here's the deal. I think people should go all in on AI because it's not just a cool tool. It's like this giant creativity and efficiency booster. It's kind of like having a superpower in your back pocket. And let's be real, who doesn't want a superpower, right? So let's dive deeper into that. Think about how many things you can transform, how many problems you can solve, and how many creative ideas you can bring to life with AI. It's a total game changer. But hold up, let's not forget it's also about having fun with it and being curious. So let me toss it back to you. What's something fun or unexpected that you discovered about AI that's still kind of...
I'm stopping him right now. But good job, Tyrone.
Wow. Watch out. Yeah. Hey, you don't need a Thank you. Oh man, I've been trying to tell her to get a podcast, and I was gonna be the co-host. She don't need me anymore. But everybody in here, you got to get a podcast. And if you're looking at this, I need you to get a podcast. You're like, I don't got nobody to ask me questions. Tyrone or Spruce.
Who you gonna call?
Yeah,
right?
who you gonna call? Yeah.
So
Wow.
this is the times that we're in today.
How are they able to process so fast? Like he's processing
It's AI.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
know.
gotten
Jeez.
better. I tried this when advanced voice mode first came out, and it wasn't this good. The responses weren't this good. It wasn't as human sounding. But with the recent advancements and ChatGPT 5, which as of this recording, we're in ChatGPT 5, it's pretty good.
Can you do phone calls like that with the same type of
You
speed?
can with other tools,
Yeah.
right? So there's tools like 11 Labs has a conversational kind of tool that you can do that in.
That's
and different
fire
types of
right
it.
there.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
that is like, it's popping.
Yeah, our phone line is answered by an AI
Yeah.
assistant. Yeah, we
Wow.
just trained her on, you have to train it though. So we have to train our AI phone caller on the different things that are going on in our business so that they're able to answer.
How long
it
does training
properly.
normally take for GPT, memories, phone? Like
It's uploading a document or new instructions. That's it. So if you're going to train, we went back this morning to our AI phone service and we said, here's all the new things that are happening. And we just uploaded a document. So the AI will now understand that document and a phone call comes in that says, how can I learn about becoming an AI consultant? The Monica is her name, our AI phone service answerer. And Monica will say, go to becomeanAIconsultant.com. And you can find out more about being an AI consultant or send Alicia an email at support@AIinnovision.com. And then she'll say, but if you give me your name and email and phone number, I'll pass a message on. And she'll say, what is your email? What is your name? And you just repeat everything. And then that goes into our documentation. A ping is sent to somebody on our team that a new message came in and they can respond to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good right there.
Yeah. I mean, because every phone call you miss is dollars missed,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
You have to answer your phones. And if you can't answer them right now in the place that you're in business, which you can have an AI answer them, but there's also transparency. So when someone calls our phone service, it's the AI agent that answers. She says, hi, it's Monica. I'm Alicia's AI assistant. So we're totally transparent. I'm not trying to pull the wool over on anybody's eyes thinking it's a human they're talking to, but nobody hangs up. And one, because they're curious, one, because it sounds realistic. And after that, she says, I'd love to help you. Let's see how we can help you. And then at any time, the service that we use, at any time, if somebody says, I'd like to speak to a human agent, it will transfer it to a human.
Wow.
So, it's up to you how you want to run it. But I believe in transparency when you're doing the AI voice stuff.
I agree too. That is fire. Wow.
So my biggest thing that I want to just let everybody know, this was such a deep dive into ChatGPT, is that there's so much that you could do with it. So if you just go back to open up ChatGPT and just, do the things that we did today, fix your settings, look at agent mode, press the dictate button, use the advanced voice mode, you'll be so far ahead of so many other people. And then look at how you can leverage it to your advantage. The times that we're in right now, don't just say, I don't want to get left behind. Say, I want to leap in front of everybody else and really use AI to, come on, boom, leapfrog and keep going with it.
Game changer.
Game changer.
This has been fire as always. I want to do a few questions from our audience today.
Sure.
I'm gonna bring a few people up, and then maybe we'll answer some more after that as well. So
Okay.
you want to get into that?
I'm ready. Let's go.
With some questions from the audience. All right. Vondell, come on up. You first. Come on up. You get to sit next to the queen of AI.
Hi, Vondell. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I would say you could ask me or her a question, but I'm sure y'all don't want to ask me. So just the question is for the queen of AI.
Awesome.
Hi, Vondell.
Hello, Alicia. Hey, what's up?
Let everybody know what you do as well and how they could connect with you.
Which camera?
You could just have a conversation with us.
just have
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
With both of us.
Awesome. So I'm Vondell Richmond from Columbia, Maryland. All right, DMV in the building.
All right.
And I'm an AI consultant with Alicia as
let's
of August. So I got into the program August, and I'm a realtor and an award-winning filmmaker.
Let's go.
I love
Yes,
it.
go.
I love
I
it.
gotta see one of your films then.
And a-
I love movies.
And a superstar. Let me tell you, in the first 18 days that Vondell was in our program, he made money. So he got paid. So he
She
was
say
like,
money. Yeah.
So he wasn't even certified yet or anything, but he took action, and action takers are money makers. So I just want to,
fact.
give him a
Salute
shout
to
out
you,
for
bro.
that.
Thank you. Thank you. And so with that,
Okay.
so I'm one of those that have a lot of vision.
Yeah.
And I look and I admire the pace that you're going at. And I'm just like, I've never been a great project manager. So how can I use ChatGPT as a project manager to help me rein in the real estate stuff, the vision and the ideas I have, the monetization that I have? I'm at networking events showing off Spruce and the different tools, but then I'm like,
Tyrone, by the way.
Tyrone, right.
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, how does Alicia keep going? And I know you're using AI at a high level
Sure.
to help organize all
Yeah.
of your ideations and your ideas and
Right.
vision.
Right. So let me ask you this first question. If you were to bring on a project manager in your company, how much do you think that would cost a year?
A PMP? Man.
Some money, right?
At some money, at least 20, 30K per project.
per project, right?
Not on staff,
100K
right?
100K
Yeah,
a year.
100K a year, but if on a consulting basis,
Right.
at least 10K
Right.
per project.
Per project.
Right.
So I would ask ChatGPT to act as your project manager. So I would say act as a project manager and a PMP, right? You want to make sure.
What PMP mean?
What does PMP mean?
Project management professional. So it's
Got it, okay.
There's have their certification,
Okay.
right?
Perfect. Okay.
So, and then you say with 20 years of experience and you're known from getting projects from start to finish with great efficiency and productivity. So give it a little bit of a persona. So hype it up. Like you're an amazing project manager, ChatGPT. Act as that. And then you can say, I have multiple projects going on right now. And I would like for you to help me organize those projects, optimize those projects, and work with me every day to get the projects complete. What information do you need to know about me, my business, and my projects to guide me as my PMP? And then boom, it's going to ask you all these questions. And don't type the answers to the questions. Press that dictate button and answer each question with as much thoroughness as you possibly can. And you could say, question number 1, here's the answer. Question number 2, it'll understand it. And then you press done, and it will take all that information you just gave it and organize it as a project manager would organize it. And then you could say, all right, I got it, but I don't even know where to start today. Could you give me a plan on what I should do for this week? And it would be like, yes, based on the 3 projects you said, here's what you need to do this week. And you're like, what? Okay. And then you could say, set a timeline for me and even tell me how much time I should spend in each of those areas. And it will do that for you. And then you could say, all right, today is day number 1 and I'm ready to go. So tell me what to do today. And then it will give you what to do today. And then you go complete those things and you go back to ChatGPT in that same thread that you're having with it, that same conversation, that same chat. And you say, all right, you told me to do this. Here's what I did. Here's what I didn't do. So evaluate my performance today. It will evaluate your performance. And then you say, get me ready for tomorrow. And it will get you ready for tomorrow and tell you what to do tomorrow. And then it will say something like, make sure that you also incorporate what you didn't do yesterday and bringing it back over to tomorrow. And so it will keep working with you until you get your project complete. So now you've got your project manager in ChatGPT because you told it to act as a project manager.
Okay, thank
Okay?
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good question. Good question.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Did you have another one?
That was pretty much it.
Okay.
Because that's just the main challenge that I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. I know we had that late. We have somebody here that
J&J.
you said could be.
Yeah, yes, come on up.
Okay.
What's up, Queen? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Being on the show, let everybody know your name, your company, and what you specialize in, and your question.
Awesome. Well, my name is Crystal Johnson, Frisco, Texas. So me and my husband both, we own multiple companies. And one of our main companies is business coaching. We have a staffing company over in the Philippines. Thousands of virtual staffing, so let me know if you need executive staff.
I heard that. BA, she's Crystal. She's the one to help you.
20 years with virtual staffing. When AI came about, it created a space that it was non-competitive. I mean, my husband showed it to me in 2022. I was a little afraid of it, just like a lot of entrepreneurs are at first. And I think that's one of the things that I started pulling back. And I said, he actually told me, we could save a lot of money in business. Overhead was crazy. We spoke about it privately, but with staffing. But one of the questions I have with my J&J Holistic company, I closed the practice, the physical practice, but I'm still consulting online because AI was a game changer. They took a lot of, like in hospitals and clinics without even asking permission, and they put AI into our CRMs, which was okay. But with HIPAA, it was a little bit scary. It was scary at first because now I had this new integrated without my permission piece of dictating my notes. Well, it was great because now I could get rid of some of my assistants and save money there. But one of my questions is with the GPT that I learned from you, how to actually take the GPT, and I took years of my own knowledge. And that's one of the things people might miss when they're using ChatGPT is they're letting it replace their own intelligence. But what I wanted to do was take many years of my schooling, my teaching, and upload. It only took me about 3 nights to do it, but I uploaded about 8 years worth of data, my clinical statistics, and like just everything that I knew, and I uploaded it into my own private practice GPT. Now, here I had a game changer, and I was like, oh my gosh, Alicia showed me something that I didn't think I could ever, pull off. But how do I take
Congratulations,
this? Thank you.
by the way. Yeah, good job.
But my question is, how do I maximize the value and with better prompting and workflow and actually sell this to other holistic practitioners or any nursing practice? Because we have practitioners that don't work on a doctor or even a doctor, a physician.
I would probably take the tool off of ChatGPT, so you set it up as a custom GPT, and I would probably create a software tool for it using a tool like Lovable, which is what I love to create software tools with. So take that same thought and go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, I have created a GPT that does this, and I would like to turn that into a software in using Lovable, and I would like for you to create the documentation to give to Lovable to create the software tool. And here's what I want the software tool to do. And then at the end, you tell ChatGPT, what information do you need to know about my goals for this software tool in order to create the document that you give Lovable to create my tool? So if you go to lovable.dev, it's just this box that says, tell me what software you want to make. And you could type into there, but you're not going to get a great result if you don't have like in-depth documentation to give it on what you're actually desiring from it. So you go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will create the instructions for Lovable because it knows how to do that. And then you're going to copy and paste that into Lovable. And then Lovable will create this tool for you. And then it connects with something called Supabase, which is a backend. Lovable will walk you through everything so people can have a login and create a user ID and password. They can pay for it. It integrates with Stripe. And now you're creating your own tool that they pay to access. And when they log in, you already see it?
Yes.
Okay, I can see your eyes looking there.
Money.
Yes.
Yes, and then you can create the tool in any way you want. You can say, I want it to be a chatbot, and I want the chatbot to talk back to them. So when you tell it this, it's now going to integrate different things with it. I don't want to go too far, but it's going to integrate. It's going to say you need to go to 11 Labs and get an API key to make the voice feature work. You have that, right? And if you don't know how to do that, you just tell it, I don't even know what 11 Labs is. And it will give you step-by-step instructions. Step 1, go to this website. Step 2, do this. So if you don't know something, don't be afraid to tell Lovable, I don't know what you're talking about. Right. And with Lovable, there's a chat button in that prompt box. And that's how you can talk to it and just have a conversation without it changing the software that you're building. And you've got to win.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
James, come on up, brother. Man, welcome, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I don't know what I said earlier. Is that, I'm able to mention that or no?
You can mention anything.
Okay,
I'm open about my whole story.
So,
I'm open to the whole story.
Man, I met James and Alicia about, I don't know, maybe less than a year ago, and he was homeless. I'm like, you like homeless? I'm like, what? So now he's crushing it, and he's constantly investing in himself. He's constantly in these rooms. Every event I'm at, he's there. I'm like,
I love
look
that.
over there. There's James again. Look over there. There's James again. Look over there. There's James again. And I've learned that is a major formula for success when
True.
you show up in the room. I
True.
got this concept. I call it get in the room and stay in the room, because I've learned, for me, the more you learn, the more you earn. The
That's
more
right.
rooms you get into. I'm at a game now where you only need one piece of advice, right? You might have just shared that one piece of advice with Crystal. Her and her husband is going to go run that.
Yeah.
And it's going to go generate them revenue,
Right.
So it's so important that when you're in these rooms, be listening intently for your next piece. So
Right.
I've heard that you joined the consultant program. I heard in the last 30 days you crushed it.
Not
see what
30
you're doing
days.
with
We're
these.
talking about 10 days.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I mean, you can correct him.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Well,
that.
well, tell us about yourself, what you're doing with AI, and what you've done in the last 10 days. And I'm sorry, I thought it was 30. I apologize. So.
Don't give him more days than you're a superstar.
Yeah, it's only been 10 days. And actually, it's a lot of things you said with get in the room, stay in the room, execute. No excuses. And it's just been kind of running from there. So what I'm doing right now is running an AI funny video ad agency. So I'm creating the creatives so that your ads can perform better. Yeah. So I started just creating the videos. Originally, I did it for myself with the credit repair business. And everybody's like, well, James, where are you getting this from? How are you doing this? And I'm like, oh, yeah, you just do this. And they said, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. So, so I said, okay, cool. I'll do it for you. And then people said, all right, cool. How much you charging? I'm like, okay. Light bulb. And after that happened, I just ran with it. I'm like, oh, wait, so now I got to go all in on this stuff, right? Yeah. So after that, I was just, all right, cool. I started hosting webinars because I figured if I can teach it to somebody else, I can understand it better myself. Yeah. So I started doing webinars just for free, not charging anything, didn't want nothing, wasn't selling nothing. It's like, I just need to understand things better, because if I teach people, they're going to ask me questions. If they ask me questions, if I don't know the answer, it helps me go and figure it out to understand it better. Now I can create better products later on. Yeah. So that was the whole process of just trying to figure that thing out. So after that, open up a mentorship. I asked people, they're like, hey, when you gonna open up a mentorship and start something? I was like, give me 2 days. Hosted another webinar, and then things started blowing up from there. And now I got people already getting clients that's inside of the mentorship, just from the stuff that I've taught them with learning how to make the ads.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you. My friend, Christine Morel, she's hilarious.
She is.
And she basically makes funny ads. And I'm talking about, they're charging, my friend Adley, they're charging people 6 figures for a campaign of funny ads. So you got something there. I would just tell you, man, you better max out. But anyway, you got a question?
I don't know if he's sleeping, because for him to describe what he's doing, and he's like, yeah, it's only been 10 days. I was like, what? I mean, for how fast you move, you're mind blowing.
Yeah. So to give people perspective, this was not just all right, cool, I'm finna put a couple hours in. I'm like, no, 5 o'clock. I'm staying up to 5 a.m. every day. I'm waking back up at like 7 or 8. I'm running through meetings, phone consultations. I'll take a 30-minute nap because it's the only time I got. Phone, do not disturb. Don't text me, don't call me. This is the only time I have to sleep. Wake up, Like I was just inside of the house.
You
like,
want it bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I can be transparent, it was something that happened, and this was the thing that kind of changed everything. So all right, give me a second, cause it's a tough one. So recently, my grandmother passed.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and it really hit me like after, and that's my last grandparent. After your grandparents die, chronologically, your parents die. Mm-hmm. And I remember my mother, she was telling me, she was like, you know, I never been on a plane. And she was like, James, you're gonna put me on a plane one of these days. And I'm like, dang, I gotta do that. But when grandma just recently passed, I'm like, oh no, like it's too close to the fire now. Mm-hmm. It's too close to the fire. Like, I don't need to sleep. I can go without it. Like, I think we spend too much time on leisurely activities, playing games, watching TV. TV ain't never made me no money, ever.
True.
I have a TV in my house. I don't use it. I have a PlayStation. I don't use it. Haven't used it since May, April, sometime around there. And it's just like strictly just locking in. I don't think people understand the moment of truly locking in on something and just like, all right, cool, I gotta figure it out. I think some people, we just kind of lackadaisical or trying to figure out too many different things. You only need one thing. You only need one thing. Just go all in on that one thing. Once you figure it out, we go too much with, because we're inside of a lot of the same rooms. There's a lot of information inside of these rooms. You don't need all the information. You need one good thing that you can execute on over and over and over and over again. And that's going to be the thing that's going to be able to skyrocket everything for you.
Yeah, that's good. So, and that thing for you now, you believe it's AI.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Most people don't know about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's the early wave. It's similar to just like when email and the internet and all that stuff came out. People were scared of it. But it's always a wave like this. And it's like what she said, don't just try to catch up with it. Get ahead of it. Get in front of it. Yeah. Because if other people are not educated on this thing right now, it's a massive market for it. This right now is almost like Bitcoin before it hit $1. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gotta go all in on AI.
I love it. I love it. I love it. We're so proud of you and everything that you've done. So congratulations. Congratulations.
Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you so much
for
being
an inspiration
on the show, brother.
to other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Man, so wow, this has been a phenomenal episode.
Yes.
As always, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get this up on the internet. I'm happy that y'all got to see it before the world see it. I assure you, hey, I need this to get to the team ASAP because they're watching this before the world see it, especially the new possible assistants. Like, I need you on this stuff. So as we close, we'll maybe take from the audience in your seat, we'll take one or two more questions you may have for Alicia or myself. Anybody got a question that you want to get before we... King, go ahead. Yes. Yeah. We're going to give you the mic. We're going to give you a mic. You just
come up
just
here?
Come on
Yeah,
up, brother.
come on up.
Come on up, brother. That boy fresh too, man. Yeah. They say dress how you want. They say dress how you want to be addressed. I see you, King. I see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell him your name again.
We gotta get this. Oh, get the jacket, brother. Don't forget the jacket. Yeah.
Neo, Justin is his name, and ask him his past, his history. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, hey, bro, you looking? I need some of that swag to rub off on me.
Smell good too.
Man. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, cool.
Hey, bro, so thank you for coming here, man. I'm excited. I remember seeing you on the summit, and you were just telling me just the story, what you overcame. So I'll just share a little bit about that because there's someone watching here, and I want them to know that you can change it all once you make a decision. And just to see you talk about, Justin, the decision you made, I'm like, man, there's no excuses for anyone not to create the life they want once they make a decision. So talk a little bit about your past and then talk about what you're doing, brother.
Absolutely.
And
So,
your question.
my name is Justin. I am the founder of Just Informing You, co-founder of Biz Success Academy.
Yep.
And the story he's talking about, so a year and a half ago, I decided to get clean. I did drugs, heavily, substance for 20 plus years, and it was time. So I put down the drugs, and, I just had a realization. And so I quit the drugs, and in that same year, I quit drinking alcohol. And after I quit drinking alcohol, I quit vaping and nicotine. So after I quit the nicotine, I said, if I can go this far, what else can I do? So I quit caffeine. So this is all in 2024. So for me, it was like, you know, if I could do these things and stop doing these monkeys on my back, so to speak, I could do anything. So from then, I started an academy. I'm a co-host. I'm actually a host of a show called 0 to 6K, The Hustle Diaries. And it's amazing the things that we do when you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
So, you know, thank you guys. So I'm coming up on a year completely sober. This coming up in October 5th will be a full year. Completely sober after years and years. I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah.
But, you know, having the right team around you, it's all about having the right who's. So I just want to really quickly say and ask you, so for people who have, you know, like ADHD, I have ADHD. Right? You know,
I think I do too.
I think you do.
Does that mean,
I see the way
do that
you
mean
move,
you can't focus?
I see the way you move, bro. And you're like, you're anxious.
Yeah,
you're
that's
like, I
me.
can't sit still.
Yeah.
I gotta get
I
up and do
was sitting
something.
here. I'm like,
All right,
well, we the same, brother.
Check it out. So
Yeah.
I had to go twice to get diagnosed. The first time I'm in college and I got a robotics degree. So I'm in college and I'm like, I can't focus. And so I went to the doctor and said, man, I can't focus. He said, you got ADHD. I said, man, you didn't even take no blood. How do you know? How do you know? You know what I mean? Like ADHD. So I went back a second time. I got a second test. He said, oh yeah, you got ADHD. Like, man, whatever. So I accepted it. So from that, I'm just like, I want to know, for somebody who has ADHD, what are some things that somebody with, you know, maybe like a disability can sit down and actually take in all this information of AI without getting so lost in the sauce, so to speak, because there's so much out there. What can we do to like sit down and like come to terms with like one or two things? Because I'm telling you, I'm everywhere. I get one, I'm like, oh shoot, and then I go to this other one, and I'm like, I'm all in. But then I'm all in and I'm all out. You know what I mean? So what can someone like me do? You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm just started, but I got like 3 that I'm like, you know what I mean, really motivated to do. So what can someone like myself do to really stay focused on one or two things?
Yeah, and do you want to start off by talking about how you stay focused, and then I can get into
I
the
thought
AI?
that was good.
Yeah.
So first, bro, I don't think it's a disability. So
Okay.
first
Let's
off,
go.
right?
Oh, right.
I know
Yeah.
somebody. I know you and I are probably not the only people who suffer
absolutely
from
not. Absolutely
lack
not.
of focus
Right.
sometimes.
Right.
So first, I wouldn't even diagnose that, right? One of the things that I do, because it's funny you say I'm just like, bro, it's very hard for me to focus longer than 15, 20 minutes on something. Like, it is very hard. One, I am grateful for a team. I do a lot of delegating. So that's one thing. So at some point in time, the idea is to begin to continue to develop your team so they can focus on some of those things that I'm not great at. I'm only great at a few things, but I got a team around me that is good at what they do. And I allow them to do, hey, can you do it? And let them do that. So I don't got to focus on I just got to focus on giving you the assignment.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But the second thing, what I do is, I think everybody should pick up the book. It's called The One Thing by Gary Keller. And he talks about the importance of time blocking.
Yes.
So what you may need to do is identify yourself. For me, I could give 15 about 25 minutes pure focus on one thing. And then guess what? Now I go look at my phone, I get my dopamine, 5 to 10 minutes, then I go back in. So that's kind of what I do. I write out the most important things that I need to do in a day, maybe 4 to 5 different things. And then next to it, this is my exact thing, I write out how much time I need to allocate to it.
Okay.
Some of them are 5 minutes. Some of them are 15 minutes. My day starts with delegating. And this is, I recommend everybody to do this. You should delegate 5 to 25 tasks a day. So if that goes to one person, cool. If it go to 2 people, cool. Because now, if I do nothing, guess what? If I delegate 20, I'm getting 25 things done that day, no matter what.
Okay.
Right? So that is using agent. That can do a lot of these things for you. So I would say first start off your day, what are the importance, and then I got 5 minutes for this, 15 minutes for this. But then what's my reward after I do each of those things? My reward is just, let me look back on Instagram. Like the show, I'm like, when the camera go off of me, I'm on my phone real quick because I need to, I've been sitting here for a while. But that's real. So that's what I did. It's no fancy way. I just delegate and give myself a reward for focusing for that time period.
And to take what he's saying to the next AI, like putting it in AI now. So he was mentioning things like time blocking, right? So now if you go to ChatGPT and you click on agents and it's connected to your calendar, you can tell ChatGPT, I would like for you to schedule learning time on my calendar. I would like for you to schedule these time blocks on my calendar. And I need this for 5 minutes, this for 10 minutes, or even tell it, ChatGPT, I would like for you to help me to time block. I'm not even sure what I should time block. I have problems with focusing. Can you ask me some questions about what I have pending and the things that I need to do and help me to time block them? So ChatGPT will say, yep, tell me about this, this, and this. So you give it your answers, and then it will say spend 20 minutes on your email in the morning, 20 minutes at noon, 20 minutes at night. And based on your calendar, you have that time available. Would you like for me to schedule it on your calendar? Then it will go to your Google Calendar and say, check email 8 a.m. to 8:20, and then check email 12 o'clock to 12:20, and it will put everything on your calendar for you so that it's on your calendar. And then you set the alerts for your calendar to notify you when you have those times. And then you tell ChatGPT, I would also, so now open up a new window in ChatGPT, and this is what we call schedule tasks. And you say, every morning at 8 a.m., I would like for you to give me what's on my calendar for the day, and then tell me how I should accomplish everything, and then remind me every day at 12 noon to check the last part of my calendar to optimize it. So with ChatGPT schedule tasks, whatever email address you have registered with your ChatGPT account, it will send that information to your email. So every morning when I wake up, I have my daily list of what's on my calendar. Right. And then I even have ChatGPT giving me, I would be like, if it's a meeting, give me how I can optimize the meeting based on what the topic is, and do some research for me and give me the research in my inbox. Go search LinkedIn for the people that I'm meeting with and tell me about them so I don't have to do the research myself. Wow, so yeah, just use it, dig deeper in it. And it can, especially when agents is connected with your calendar, it can optimize your calendar for you. So, yep. So you can start off with saying, this is what I have, help me time block it. And then, okay, I approve, put those on my calendar. And then now you can say, remind me every morning of what I have on the calendar for the day. And then, so just take that scheduling of tasks to the next level.
Because look, I just got started with the calendar, and I'm like, for me, even to sit down and do the calendar, I'm like, I get sidetracked. It's something shiny. So the calendar is a new thing to me, and I'm finding it is helping a lot. So
that's good.
Great information.
That's good.
Sometimes I just need mindset for every morning at 6 a.m. So every morning at 6 a.m. in my inbox, and a notification pops up on my phone and my computer, as long as ChatGPT is open, what's on my calendar for today and how to optimize it. So I have a mini mastermind. And it will say, you have a mini mastermind session. Here are the 8 people that are scheduled based on what I found from these 8 people with their email addresses linked in. Here's who they are. Here's how you can optimize the time you spent with them. And it just helps me prepare for my day.
Wow,
like
at
an advantage.
Such so, Let's go.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yep. We get one more. Get that mic from Justin. This will be our last one for the day.
Is the transportation here, John? Say it again, John? Yep. Oh, okay. Hi, good.
What up, brother?
Good to see you.
How you feeling today,
brother?
man? How's everything with you?
Man, everything love.
Happy to have you here. Let us know about what you do and how we can serve you today, my brother.
All right, my name is Stephen Loney, and one of the areas I serve men. Go to prisons, have been in men's ministry for over 20 years.
Love it.
And at this season, especially as learning AI, I'm in the process of reading the book, Science of Scaling.
Yeah.
Deep book. It really helped me to see I need to focus on that one thing.
Yep.
But even when I do podcasting, part of Dave Shane's,
Yeah.
so he got his podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all those things I do, I know they're in alignment for the bigger thing. And one of the things I am having, one of my strongest challenges is at Podcast Summit, at InvestFest, you get warm leads, but networking and then keeping those leads hot.
Yeah.
I know you guys grow those relationships. And I keep them warm for a moment, but I lose that. I believe there's so many different people who do great things I can partner with.
Yeah.
I could, scale up, but I lose those connections over time.
Let me ask you, is these connections more, I want to do business with you, or these, I want to grow and be friends with you? What type of, what are you looking to do with that relationship? Just so I
Not friendship. Partnerships, we can partner to do business or become in a community. 'Cause I do a men's call every Monday. Also, I'm doing things where even now, creating digital products and things like that. So I want to build courses and all that. So, but what's some strategies and things you guys do that keep those individuals moving in those directions?
Yeah, I think what you're saying, I think the very first thing is you got to identify what bucket you want to place the person in. So, for example, I'm at a mastermind yesterday. I've been in it every year for the last few years. The gentleman I met, we did dinner a few times. Like, it was a bunch of, I don't know if Josh is still here. I don't know but it was a few of us there. And we were doing, that's the bucket that he would be in would be now like, we will build a relationship, and I don't know what will come from it. I don't mean if we'll do business together. I just know we're both in the mastermind. So sometimes just say everybody here, you're in a mastermind. It doesn't mean the individual here, they're going to become a client. It might mean we're just building as friends, and if something comes, like I met Alicia at WebinarCon 5 years ago. I would have never thought I didn't never anticipate, hey, we're going to do something together, right? That wasn't a thought of mine. We stayed in touch. I see you, how you doing? But I almost didn't want anything. So I think you got to identify where you want it. Or is it, I just want you to be in my men's group. That's probably, that's more so you being in this room. To me, it says everybody here will be more of a ally, somebody, a sparring partner, somebody you sharpen your iron with, somebody who you on the phone with about what plays are you running, what plays I'm running. But now when I'm in InvestFest and I'm talking to people, now I'm looking at who would be a good fit to be in my men's group. This is a higher level, InvestFest is a higher level group, but this is a curated group of people who are just like you. InvestFest is a whole bunch of entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, people are getting started, people have been where you can identify where I want them to be. So I always like to see what bucket do I want to place somebody in? Do I want them to be a partner? Do I want them to be a friend? Do I want them to be, you're great for my community? So I think that's a question for you first to start on, where do I want them at? And then now start planning out what are things that I have that can continue to nurture those relationships. So do you have I'm making this up, every month you have a free men's meetup. I'm inviting everybody. I'm inviting people in this room. I'm inviting people from InvestFest. I'm inviting people. So now I can get you around me and get you in my world.
Love it.
So when I have circle CEOs, I don't care who you are, I'm inviting you because I want you to be in that environment. I have a charity event, I'm inviting you. I'm not classifying that as, I don't care who you are, you should be in these rooms. But then when I'm having a mastermind, I might invite a different group of people. I might invite different entrepreneurs, people who I'm in masterminds with, right? So I think it's important to identify
I love it.
who, and because I'm not the best, I'm similar to you, but it's this app you should download, bro. This a game changer app because I'm in the same.
Is that recent?
Recents,
That
Recents is fire. So
I learned that from you.
Yeah, y'all gotta download this app. It's a Square app. It's called Recents, but it literally tells you when you save their number in your phone. So anytime I'm saving the number, I write like kind of where I meet them at. Sometimes I just go back once a month on your app and just send messages. Hey, just wanted to send you a message, just checking back in, hope everything is well. You know what I mean? So relationship building is intentional.
Can I turn your buckets into AI buckets?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Help me. Go ahead. Yeah. The floor is yours, queen. All hail the queen.
So based on what he just said, you have, you're putting numbers in your phone, you're writing things down in your notes, you got people's business cards. So on every business card, write what bucket they go into. Opportunity, men's group, send newsletter. And then when you save the person in your phone, there's a note section as you type in their thing, in the notes section, type in what bucket they fit into. So now you've got all these buckets for people. And then in your notebook where you wrote down people's information and to connect with them later, write down those buckets. Now what you do before you leave the event, don't wait till you get home, do this before you leave the event, is you're gonna take all those buckets, take pictures of every business card, and it's important that you write the bucket on the business card. Take pictures of your notebook pages and all the things that you wrote down. Take screenshots of your phone, go back in recent and take, which I learned about from Neo, it's amazing, and take pictures of the screenshots and make sure the notes is in there. And now you're gonna tell ChatGPT, I just went to this amazing event, Circle of CEOs, and I met all these great people. I put them into these different buckets so that I can connect with them on different levels. I would like for you to organize all the people with these buckets, give me their name, the category, any notes that I wrote on their business card or in my notes section. Are you ready for me to give you the information? And I have it in these 3 formats. ChatGPT will say yes, and you say, okay, first here's the business cards, and then I'll give you my notebook notes. Boom, you can just do all the images, upload the business cards, and then it will say, okay, now give me your pictures of your notebook. Then you do your notebook, and then you do your screenshots from your iPhone, and boom, it gives you a table with all that information in it and the opportunity, like what bucket they fit into. And then you're gonna say, everybody in the opportunity bucket, write them an email for me and integrate the email with the information you know about them. So on the business card, it's gonna say that this person also runs a youth group, right? And so it's gonna say, hey, Charles, I just met you at Circle of CEOs. You run a youth group. I think we really should connect. And then tell ChatGPT with the opportunities, give them the link to my calendar. So it's gonna write everything out for you, all those emails written out for you so that you can copy and paste. Now, when you go to Gmail to send these emails, you're gonna tell ChatGPT, all right, now I'm gonna send it to Charles first. I want you to write the email, and then I want you to write 4 follow-up just check-ins with Charles, right? Just see how he's doing and just say I was, thinking about his program and give him 1 tip for his youth group that I do for my men's group, something. So now you go into Gmail and you put the first email in there, you send it out, but Gmail has a scheduling function. So click on the scheduling function and paste the next email ChatGPT gave you, and then say that's a week out. Or you could ask ChatGPT, how far out should I schedule them? Today is whatever day today is, tell me what days I should send the rest. This is so you don't have to think about it. It'll say, send this one a week later, do this 10 days later, do this 4 days later, just so it's not seeming scheduled. And then you can schedule everything out for the communications between you and this person, building the relationship with it. And then those that are on your newsletter list, like just keep them updated on the newsletter. Now you would put them into your newsletter. So you're organizing them into buckets, having ChatGPT. You can even tell ChatGPT, based on my notes about this person, do some research, really find out about them to customize the email more. So if you're writing notes, you just met someone, Nehemiah Davis, write everything down. Circle of Greatness, runs Circle of CEOs, like write everything down, because ChatGPT will use that to go find as much information about him as possible to connect it so that those outbound communications, really matter. And then at the end of this whole thing, after you've done everything, you say, whew, I've done everything. I feel really good about it. Give me a plan of action for really integrating the opportunities into what I do based on what you know about me. And then it's going to say, well, really, Charles, with his youth group, you could take it so much further. See if you guys can do a grant together. Here's some that I found. Like, really, it will dig deeper to give you some bigger opportunities to work together. Is that good?
That's great.
Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you so much, brother. So, man, with that being said, y'all, we gonna wrap this episode. What I want you to do, I want the Queen of AI to take us out. Let us know how you can continue to connect with her. But if you're looking at this episode, you took this, you spent this amount of time, go to www.aimarketingsummit2025.com right now, or click the link below to join the next free virtual event to show you how you can grow your business, right? If you're also like, man, forget all of that, I want to jump straight to becoming a consultant, go to becomeanAIconsultant.com right now so you can learn more about how you too can win as an AI consultant. As always, we're very grateful that you're here listening to the show. We hope you're getting so much information. Every time I'm on the show, I just realize how far I'm behind, right? So I got more work to do. So I'll let the Queen of AI take us out for the show.
I'll tell you that no matter how far behind you think you are, you're so much farther ahead than so many other people. And just with the interest.
That's soothing.
ChatGPT will tell you the same thing if you ask, but just with the interest that you have in AI, that's leaps ahead of so many other people. And I would just like to tell everybody here who's watching that make sure that you just go all in with AI and that you continuously learn about it. Ask ChatGPT agent to schedule learning time for you each and every day, at least 3 to 4 times a week, to really dive into some other things with AI. Watch all the episodes we've done together, but instead of, fearing it, see how you can leverage AI to your advantage and ride the wave all the way to the bank. Money, it's your time. Let's go.